Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, other than Gemini 2.5 Pro and Gemini 2.5 Flash, we have yet another model in the Gemini 2.5 family, and that is Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite. And it actually has two modes, that is thinking and non-thinking mode. So we'll be looking at the non-thinking mode later, but in this video, we'll be comparing the thinking variant of Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite. So lately we are seeing many models in the VSRM category, that is very small reasoning models. These are the smallest that the companies offer, and it also includes many quantized versions of big models, and there's actually a bunch of them. So today we'll be comparing Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite and Grok 3 Mini. The reason of picking these two models is because they are well known and widely available. We also have Gemini 2.5 Flash non-thinking variant here on the extreme right. I'll be telling you why I have included that, but let's get into the pricing. If you look at Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite's pricing, it is $0.10 per million input tokens and $0.40 per million output tokens. So the pricing of Grok 3 Mini is somewhat closer to this model, that is $0.30 per million input tokens and $0.50 per million output tokens. So the output tokens pricing is very similar, but yeah, the input tokens has 3 times the pricing. We'll be getting into that later. But the reason I'm comparing Grok 3 Mini with Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite instead of Gemini 2.5 Flash is, just have a look at the pricing of Gemini 2.5 Flash. It is absolutely pricey. At $0.30 per million input tokens, that is okay, but the output tokens is $2.50. That is nearly 5 times pricier than Grok 3 Mini. So we couldn't include Gemini 2.5 Flash with this. So how do they compare when it comes to reasoning? Let's have a look. So the first question is water tank question. If you head over to my website, you will be able to see this question. I'll be giving the link in the description, so you can check that out. So this is the first question, as you can see. In this particular question, you can see Grok 3 Mini actually scores a 10 out of 10. So I have tested these questions 10 times and score how many times they get it right out of 10. So out of 10 times Grok 3 Mini got it right. What about Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite? It got it right just 7 times out of 10. Let's move on to the next question, and that is the letters question. Even you can pause and actually try these questions. So in this particular question, let's look at the scores. Grok 3 Mini scores just 4 out of 10, whereas Gemini 2.5 Flash scores just 3 out of 10. So you can see these are actually thinking models. I know they are very small, but they are thinking models. But you can see the non-thinking variant of Gemini 2.5 Flash is actually scoring higher. So when it comes to reasoning, it seems that very small model just thinking for long enough will not help you to actually solve hard questions. Model size does matter up to some extent. Let's move on to the next question, that is connect the dots. So you can see this is the question. It's pretty long. What you have to do is you have to actually connect the dots into a Cartesian plane and find out what letters are formed and what is the underlying word. So in this particular question, Grok 3 Mini again scores just 4 out of 10. What about Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite? It scores a 5 out of 10. So again you can see this is actually smaller compared to Gemini 2.5 Flash non-thinking variant. Let's move on to the next question, that is grids. So this question is somewhat similar to ArcAGI's framework, and previously many models were not able to get this right, but lately we are seeing even very small models like these are actually able to get it right. See, in grids question, Grok 3 Mini scores 4 out of 10, whereas Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite scores again a 4 out of 10. And this is again smaller compared to Gemini 2.5 Flash non-thinking variant. But you have to also understand that these models are very small and very cheap. Let's move on to the seating arrangement question. This is one of the hardest questions that I have, and it is pretty much obvious that these models will not be able to get it right. And that is the reason they both get a 0. Let's look at the total scores. So the total scores for Grok 3 Mini in reasoning is 22 out of 50. I would say it's a good score for very small models like these. I mean, these cost you pennies. What about Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite? It scores 19 out of 50. So it is slightly behind than Grok 3 Mini, but that's not much of a difference. So what should you use them for? On the Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite blog post, they are saying thinking model for those looking low cost and latency. So things that are kind of redundant and don't require a lot of intelligence. That is where you can use them. If you scroll down, you can actually see this demo video where the UI is actually getting generated while the user is talking. Let's have a look at this video.
This might look like a basic operating system, but it's actually something much cooler. It's a research prototype showing off the capabilities Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite. Every time you click through to a new window, Gemini is writing the code for the UI and its contents for the very first time based on the context of the previous screen and the time it takes to click a button. That means this is a non-deterministic operating system. So if we go into this folder and then come out of it and then go back into it again, The contents are completely different each time. It's not just folder structures that we can generate whole apps. So if we click this icon, Gemini will generate an app based on that context alone. This is an example of something we could only have built with a model like Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite, which is able to process large numbers of tokens in a fraction of a second.
So you can see they are mentioning 461 tokens per second. These kind of very instant responses is something model like these are meant for. That was reasoning of this models and what you could use these for. Let's move on to max section. So this is the first max question. Let me actually show you on my website. If I go to max problems, you can see this is the first question. You can pause and have a look. So in this particular question, Grok 3 mini beta scores 9 out of 10. What about Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite? It scores a 10 out of 10. So now you can see the performance of these models are kind of good. Let's move on to another problem, that is the earnings problem. This is kind of an easy question, but it is very long to solve and thinking models perform very good in this particular question. So you can see Gemini 2.5 Flash, the non-thinking variant, scores very bad, just 3 out of 10, whereas Grok 3 mini scores a 10 out of 10. It gets it right every single time. Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite thinking surprisingly gets it wrong a lot of times. It just gets 4 out of 10, and that is actually pretty low for a thinking model. Let's move on to the next question, and that is shaded circle segment. So this is a question based on geometry, and in this particular question, even the non-thinking one gets a 10 out of 10, whereas Grok 3 mini beta scores 9 out of 10. Gemini 2.5 Flash thinking, it scores a 10 out of 10. That is nice. Let's move on to the hard geometry question. So this is the last question, and if you look at Grok 3 mini score, it scores a 10 out of 10. And Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite, it scores a 10 out of 10 again. So now you can see the performance in max is actually very good, and that is kind of expected because thinking models show the greatest strength in coding and max, where things are actually quantifiable. So if you look at the total scores, that is 38 out of 40, absolutely awesome score from Grok 3 mini, and 34 out of 40 from Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite. So these models are good for basic max and getting small calculation right. So these could be any questions from elementary school or secondary school. If you give them very hard questions, then it could be difficult for them. So if your child is in school and if you want to use these models for max, then it can be reliable. But if the questions get harder, then that could be a problem. Having said that, let's move on to the next section, and that is coding. So let's get into the coding section. We have Grok 3 mini beta on the left side and Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite thinking variant on the right side. I have set the thinking budget to absolutely the max. We'll go slow. We'll ask them easy questions and gradually move on to harder and harder questions because these are very small models and asking them very hard questions is not ideal. So the first question is, write a snake game in Python using PyQt5. So it might look easy for these models at first glance, but the point is, usually this game is coded in Pygame. So asking them to code in PyQt5 makes it a bit harder. So okay. These are very blazing fast models and we have got the response in an instance. Let's start off with Grok 3 mini beta. Let's copy this, let's paste it and let's run it. And that didn't run, guys. That is actually a fail. We'll see if we should actually retry, but I think first we should try Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite. So I'll copy the code, I'll paste that and let's run it. And that actually works. Absolutely awesome. Press enter to restart. Wow, it's a perfectly running game. Let's see what happens when we collide and okay, game over. Enter to restart. Nice. So now you can understand why we are comparing these two models, because the performance is also quite comparable. So I think we don't need to do a retry because Gemini 2.5 Flash got it right and that is a win. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question is, can you draw a dragon in a web page using HTML, CSS and JS? Show side view of the dragon and give your best implementation in one single code. So let's send this question and I'll actually show you the thinking response. So you can see these models are now thinking, and since these are blazing fast models, now you can see Grok 3 mini has already started to give us the code, whereas the thinking variant of Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite is still thinking, and I think it should give us a response in an instance. So you see that this thinking model from Gemini quite fast, but in some cases it can actually take time to think. So the non-thinking variant should be blazing fast, but the thinking variant can take some time. So we have got the responses as we are speaking. Let's start off with Grok 3 mini beta. Let's open up HTML viewer, let's paste that and let's preview it. And as you could expect, this is what we see. I mean, these are just basic shapes that are kind of attached to each other. So we'll keep this aside and move on to Gemini 2.5 Flash. Let's open up HTML viewer and let's preview it. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Let's do one thing. We'll give some feedback to these models. So we are sending the same prompt to both models. It doesn't look like a dragon at all. Please give me a complete updated code from start to end. So let's see what they come up with. Gemini 2.5 Flash actually took more time, and even though it came out with a bad response, and as we are speaking, Grok 3 Mini is done, guys. So if you are using thinking models, I think Grok 3 Mini beta is actually very nice because it doesn't take much time to think and also finishes the response before than Gemini 2.5 Flash. So as we are speaking, both have given their updated response. So let's try it out. Okay, so if you preview this, it slightly looks like a dragon, I guess. Maybe. We have horns and head. I mean, I have to assume that it's a dragon. If I show it to someone, he or she will not be able to understand this. Anyways, let's see if Gemini 2.5 Flash was able to fix it. Let's open up HTML viewer and paste that and preview it. Okay, so nothing much has changed. But I would say Grok 3 Mini's response is actually better. But I think I should give a fail to both models because the response is actually pathetic. So next we are asking to create a JavaScript animation of falling letters with realistic physics. So let's see how they do in this. Okay, so both have given us the response but in bits and pieces instead of one single code. So we'll mention that. Okay, so we have got the response. Let's start off with Grok 3 Mini. Let's copy the code, open up HTML viewer and let's paste that. Okay, we do see a ball. I'm not able to move it. And also I do see the letters falling. If it would have been a larger model, I would say that it is bad, but being a very small model and being able to do this is kind of nice. Let's see if Gemini 2.5 Flash does any better. So let's open up HTML viewer and paste that. Okay, we do have the ball. It says move your mouse to drag the red ball. So I'm not able to drag it. I would have to say that is a fail for Gemini 2.5 Flash. It's also a kind of fail for Grok 3 Mini as well, but at least it was able to do this being very small model. I'll give it a win. So I do have harder questions, but I think asking them to these models will be pointless because they will not be able to do this. But let's ask something new. For example, give me the best possible game of Tetris in Python. So let's see what they come up with. So now you can see again Grok 3 Mini just thought for a few seconds and is already generating the response, whereas Gemini is just now completed its thought process and it is starting to give us the response. With that being said, we have the responses. So let's start with Grok 3 Mini. It is a pretty long code. So we'll paste that. We don't see any kind of errors. That's nice. Let's run it. Okay, so that was a black screen and nothing happened. So it is asking for a WAV file. So let's mention that no audio is required. Give me updated code without audio. So let's send this. And by the time we'll be checking Gemini's response, I think we'll have the response from Grok 3 Mini. Anyways, let's paste the code. Immediately we don't see any kind of errors. Let's run it. Okay, that didn't run. And this time it is not about audio. It is actually some other error. So we'll share this error back to Gemini and we'll mention please fix this and give me complete updated code. Okay, we have got the updated code from both models. Let's start off with Grok 3 Mini. So let's copy the code, paste that and the IDE and let's run it. Okay, and that does work, but we do have a piece at the bottom as well and it is moving with the movable piece and that crashed. It says list index out of range. So it was not able to give us a complete code. Anyways, let's look at Gemini 2.5 Flash. Let's run this. Okay, so I think we do have a working code, but the problem is we also have a piece at the bottom which is kind of moving with us, or maybe it is denoting the place where it will fall. Could be that. We can also actually toggle the rotation as well. That is nice to see. So I would say that is a working code, guys. That is a win for Gemini 2.5 Flash. Let's do one thing. Let's ask this same question, but we'll ask it to code the game Tetris in HTML, CSS and JS. So that could be a test for front end. So what we're sending is give the best possible game of Tetris in HTML, CSS and JS and in one single code. So let's see. So again, you can see Grok 3 Mini is done thinking and Gemini 2.5 Flash is still thinking. So it does seem that, Grok 3 Mini is actually more snappier and more fast compared to Gemini 2.5 Flash thinking variant. So we have got the response. Let's see what they have come up with. Let's open up HTML viewer and okay, that looks awesome. Let me actually preview this in full page. And now you can see this actually looks awesome, guys. Grok 3 Mini was able to do this in front end. I think front end is the strength of this model. We'll play a bit. Okay, we have got the same shape in different color. Okay, at the bottom it is mentioning that the next shape we'll get is rectangle, I guess. Let's see if that happens. Okay, we indeed get a rectangle. Nice. We are also able to toggle it. So let's keep it there. Here. So it's nice to see, guys, it is working. So we'll keep that aside and let's move on to Gemini 2.5 Flash if it was able to give us a working code. Okay, let's preview this. Supreme Tetris. Start game. Okay, it looks absolutely awesome, guys, compared to Grok 3 Mini Beta. Let's keep this here. But in both models you can see the score is actually not increasing. So we can actually change the orientation. We can also make it, move faster by clicking the down arrow. Let's see if that happens in Grok 3 Mini's response. Yes, we are able to do in Grok 3 Minis as well. So I think picking the best is kind of difficult. Both have given us a pretty good response, but if we are going to nitpick, I will say Gemini is better. So let's give it a win for Gemini. Okay, so in this next question, we are asking them to create a single page HTML based on our solar system, and it should have scrolling animation, just like we have in, modern websites like Apple. When you scroll, you see motion, things moving here and there and all of that. So this is a front end question, and I think in most of the cases, these models are good. If you're using it for coding, I think, generating interfaces in real time, all of that is the place where it will be actually useful, as it was shown in the Gemini's demo video. Having said that, let's actually send this question to both models and let's see what they come up with. So again, you can see Grok 3 Mini is done thinking. So this model doesn't think a lot, but still is able to give comparable response to Gemini 2.5 Flash. So I think if you want near instant responses, I think Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite thinking might not be the one. Okay, we have got the responses. Let's start off with Grok 3 Mini. Let's copy the code, open up HTML viewer. Let's paste it. Let's preview that. Okay, so I don't know what it is. I am seeing Neptune and I think it was not able to fetch the image, but other than that I don't see any scrolling animation or anything like that. So that is a clear fail. Let's move on to Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite. Let's copy the code, open up HTML viewer and paste that. Okay, and it says the sun. The sun is a star at the center of a solar, accounting for about 99.86 of the total mass of the solar system. So instead of the sun, we are seeing SpaceX booster rockets in the background. So I'm scrolling, but I don't see anything other than the sun. So both were not able to do this, guys. It's a fail from both models. So finally, let's ask them to create a landing page. So I'm asking, create a complete landing page full of details, make the best possible one, use HTML, CSS and JS in one single code. So let's send this and let's see what they come up with. Okay, we have got the code, guys. Let's see. Let's start off with Grok 3 Mini Beta. Let's open up HTML viewer and paste that, and you can see that is a pretty good page, guys. We have option for different plans, testimonials. It looks pretty good. That is nice. So I think the general task that you would need to do, these models should be able to do that. Let's move on to Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite. Let's open up HTML viewer and paste that. Okay, so the website name is flow state. So we also have kind of SVG implementation. So how flow state works: 1 2 3 4, what our users say, plans. You can see also the buttons at the top nav bar are working. So this is kind of a subjective issue, which one you would like. Personally, I like Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite response because comparatively I think the one from Grok 3 Mini Beta actually looks a bit basic. So if we now look at the total scores in coding, that is actually 4 points out of 7 for Gemini 2.5 Pro Flash Lite and just 1 point out of 7 for Grok 3 Mini Beta. So I think for coding, Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite is the one to go. When it comes to reasoning, I think Grok 3 Mini Beta is actually better. The reason being, it is, in my guess, a slightly bigger model. Same stands for Max as well. Grok 3 Mini Beta is better. So which model should you use for edge cases? So it actually depends a lot on the pricing actually. You can see if you compare the output pricing, it is actually comparable. Whereas in input pricing, Grok 3 Mini Beta is 3 times of Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite. So if your use case has very long conversations, you'll be having one message after the other and you need to have a memory kind of thing. In that case, I think Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite is the one to go, because as the context increases, output pricing becomes less relevant and the input pricing is actually the one which makes the difference. In a very long conversation, it could be thousands of tokens. In that kind of scenario, Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite should be the one you should go with. Now, the other scenario could be just one-shot responses. For example, in my chess bench application that you saw, there is no long conversation or anything like that. In that kind of scenario, you can have Grok 3 Mini Beta. Some examples could be if you are actually building an assistant like Siri. In that case, I would say Grok 3 Mini Beta could be better if you don't want any kind of memory or anything like that. And since it has better reasoning and max compared to Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite, it could be the better pick in scenarios like these where memory is not required. There is just one response and prompt pair. Having said that, you can see these very small reasoning models are not able to beat very good non-thinking models like Gemini 2.5 Flash, especially in the reasoning section. So this was it, guys. I hope I was able to give you a comparative analysis of Grok 3 Mini Beta and Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite, where they could be used for. If you found this video helpful, please do hit the like button. That really helps me a lot, and the channel as well. Thank you. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.